Shanti
Hare Krishna Prabhu, pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams.
Shanti Mataji, Sharmila Mataji, Shilpa Joshi Mataji, Sudha Mataji, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Shobha
Pranam.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Vasudeva Mataji, Hare Krishna, and also those who I missed it. Mumbai, Vishnu, Vishabhanu,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Archana Mataji, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopak Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. I request the devotees to read the shloka translation and purport. Let's finish off all the shlokas which is assigned. Then probably whatever theme you want to pick up and choose and speak, I will speak. Because always I'm finding it difficult. Too many shlokas. So please go ahead. Vasudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
And that's Pranam.
Kanchi gunollasachonim hridayam bhoja vishtaram darsaniyattamam santam manonayana vardhanam. Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
Please, one person can volunteer to read translation. It is anybody's birthday this month? Anybody's birthday this month? This is July. Anybody's born in
My
July?
birthday, Prabhuji.
Okay, Shilpa Mataji get a chance.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. His lions and hips, encircled by a girdle, he stands on the lotus of his devotee's heart. He is most charming to look at, and his serene aspect gladdens the eyes and souls of the devotees who behold him. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Oh, since it's your birthday, you can read the purport as well.
Thank you. The word Dasaniyatanam, which is used in this verse, means that the Lord is so beautiful that the devotee yogi does not wish to see anything else. His desire to see beautiful objects is completely satisfied by the sight of the Lord. In the material world, we want to see beauty, but the desire is never satisfied. Because of material contamination, all the propensities we feel in the material world are ever unsatisfied. But when our desires to see, hear, touch, etc. are dovetailed for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are on the level of the topmost perfection. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his eternal form is so beautiful and pleasing to the heart of the devotee, he does not attract the impersonalists who want to meditate on his impersonal aspect. Such impersonal meditation is simply fruitless labor. The actual yogis with half-closed eyes fix on the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not upon anything void or impersonal. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Pranams.
Okay, anybody else's birthday or wedding day, anniversary day, son's birthday, next neighbor's birthday, no problem.
Hare Krishna. Can I, Prabhuji?
Sorry, your name, Mataji?
Sharmila. Sharmila.
Sharmila Mataji, it's your birthday this month?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Then you,
yeah, I'll read the text 17. Yeah. Apicha darshanam shashvat sarvaloka namaskritam santam vayasi kaishore brityanugraha kataram. Thank you, Prabhuji.
I read the translation and purport as well, Mataji.
Okay. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Lord is eternally very beautiful and he is worshipable by all the inhabitants of every planet. He is ever youthful and always eager to bestow his blessings upon his devotees. Purport. The word Sarvaloka Namaskritam means that he is worshipable by everyone on every planet. There are innumerable planets in the material world and innumerable planets in the spiritual world as well. On each planet, there are innumerable inhabitants who worship the Lord, for the Lord is worshipable by all, but the impersonalist, the Supreme Lord, is very beautiful. The word Shashwat is significant. It is not that he appears beautiful to the devotees, but is ultimately impersonal. Shashwat means ever existing. That beauty is not temporary, it is ever existing. He is always youthful. In the Brahma Samhita 5.33, it is also stated Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Nava Yauvanam Cha. The original person is one without a second, yet he never appears old. He always appears as fresh as a blooming youth. The Lord's facial
Thank you, Mataji.
expression.
Mataji, that's okay. I
Okay,
think
thank
we
you, thank you.
will. So, anybody else's birthday, anniversary, husband's birthday, children's
Tomorrow
birthday in
my
this?
anniversary,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Who
mother's
is
birthday, Prabhuji.
Prashanti? Is it
Me,
Prashanti
Prabhuji.
Mataji?
No,
Yes,
Rishabhanu
Prabhuji.
Kanya.
This is Prashanti Prabhuji.
Tell me, Mataji.
Prabhuji, it is my mother's birthday this month, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay,
yes.
there's one more devotee who spoke. Who was the other devotee name?
Tomorrow my anniversary.
Oh, okay. Vrishabhanu Mataji will get the next shloka. Now, probably, yeah, Mataji, you can read this. Read this shloka.
Me, Prabhuji, or someone else? I didn't
Yeah,
get it.
you are your mother's birthday, no, tomorrow.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is
Prabhuji, it is done,
dedicated.
Prabhuji.
This is
It's already done, Prabhuji, 9th July.
okay. It is for her birthday wishes. This is dedicated to your mother. What is your good mother name?
Sudharani, Prabhuji.
Sudharani Mataji ki jai, because she's given a wonderful devotee like you. So it is for her.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. कीर्तयन्यतीतयससं पुण्यश्लोकयशस्करं ध्यायेत् देवं समग्राङ्गं यावन्नाच्यवते मनः.
Yeah.
Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. The glory of the Lord is always worth singing, for his glories enhance the glories of his devotees. One should therefore meditate upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead and upon his devotees. One should meditate on the eternal form of the Lord until the mind becomes fixed. Prabhuji, shall I read purport?
Yeah.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One has to fix his mind on the Supreme Personality of Godhead constantly. When one is accustomed to thinking of one of the innumerable forms of the Lord, Krishna, Vishnu, Rama, Narayana, etc., he has reached the perfection of yoga. This is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. A person who has developed pure love for the Lord and whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of transcendental loving exchange always sees within his heart the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The devotees especially see the Lord in the beautiful blackish form of Syamasundara. That is the perfection of yoga. This yoga system should be continued until the mind does not vacillate for a moment. Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayah. The form of Vishnu is the highest individuality and is always visible to sages and saintly persons.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Vishwabhanu
Prabhuji.
Kanya Devidasi Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat
It
Pranam.
is tomorrow your anniversary, Mataji.
Yes,
How long you been married, Mataji?
35 years old.
Very bold. All our best prayers. Please, this purport is for you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. The same purpose from there, Prabhuji.
Yeah, the same purpose.
Purpose is served when a devotee worship the form of the Lord in the temple. There is no difference between devotional service in the temple and meditation on the form of the Lord. Since the form of the Lord is the same, whether he appears within the mind or in some concrete element. Concrete element. There are 8 kinds of forms recommended for the devotees to see. The forms may be made out of sand, clay, wood, or stone. They may be contemplated within the mind of made of jewels, metal, or painted colors. But all the forms are of the same value. Um, it is not that one who meditates on the form of within the mind sees differently from one who worships the form in temple. The supreme personality of Godhead is absolute, and there is therefore no difference between the two. The impersonalist who desire to disregard the eternal form of the Lord, imagine some round figure. They especially prefer the uh, sorry, Omkara, which also has form in Bhagavad Gita. It is stated that Omkara is the later form of the Lord. Similarly, and there are statue forms and painting forms of the Lord.
Thank you,
Another
Mataji.
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna.
thank you. Anybody has done last time homework? I've asked you some shlokas to read. Did anyone read it?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you had told us to read the purport of Bhagavad Gita 2.39.5.5. You had told us to read the purport.
Okay, you read it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then it is for you. So Rogini Mataji can read this purport.
Shall I start from another significant?
Yeah.
Another significant word in this verse is Punya Shlokam Yashashkaram. The devotee is Punya. Sorry, I can't see. Punya Shloka. As one becomes purified by chanting the holy name of the Lord, so one can become purified simply by chanting the name of a holy devotee. The pure devotee of the Lord and the Lord himself are non-different. It is sometimes feasible to chant the name of a holy devotee. This is a very sanctified process. Lord Chaitanya was once chanting the holy names of the gopis when his students criticized him. Why are you chanting the names of the gopis? Why not Krishna? Lord Chaitanya was irritated by the criticism, and so there was some misunderstanding between him and his students. He wanted to chastise them for desiring to instruct him on the transcendental process of chanting. The beauty of the Lord is that the
Thank you,
devotees who are
Mataji.
connected.
Thank you. Anyone else who has read that purports last week?
I did, Prabhuji, but I already read
Okay,
today.
then others, let's get
Prabhu, may
choice.
I read, Prabhu? Shanti Ramachandra.
Yes, you read that purport, Mataji?
No, Prabhu.
Then? Okay, anyhow, you can read, no problem. You can go and read it today.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
The beauty of the Lord is that the devotees who are connected with his activities are also glorified. Arjuna, Prahalada, Janaka Maharaja, Bali Maharaja, and many other devotees were not even in the renounced order of life, but were householders. Some of them, such as Prahalada Maharaja and Bali Maharaja, were born of demonic families. Prahalada Maharaja's father was a demon, and Bali Maharaja was the grandson of Prahalad Maharaja, but still they have become famous because of their association with the Lord. Anyone who is eternally associated with the Lord is glorified with the Lord. The conclusion is that a perfect yogi should always be accustomed to seeing the form of the Lord, and unless the mind is fixed in that way, he should continue practicing yoga.
Thank you. So here, anyone is doing at home DT worship. They change the dresses for the Lordship at least monthly or twice, 2 months once frequently, or they're doing seva in the temple, DT dressing, especially DT department. Anyone is involved in this group?
Prabhu, at home, you mean to us?
Yeah, either at home or a temple.
Yes, Prabhu,
But frequently.
Ekadashi I do, Prabhu.
Okay, very good. Shanti Ramachandran, but you already read. Anyhow, I'll just see if anyone else has raised. They'll be given a chance. Shobha Mataji. Will you be able to read? You are in office.
Hare Krishna, Dada Pranam.
Mataji, actually, you know what is the meaning of Shobha?
Something pleasant or
Okay. Today you need to hear attentively. I'm going to tell you what is the meaning of Shobha.
Hari
Okay.
Bol. I'll read sloka number 19, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hitam brajhantam asinam shayanam vaguhasyam प्रेक्षणीये हितं देहयेच शुद्धा भावेन चेतसा. Should I read the translation, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus always merged in devotional service, the yogi visualizes the Lord standing, moving, lying down or sitting within him. For the pastimes of the Supreme Lord are always beautiful and attractive. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The process of meditating on the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead within oneself and the process of chanting the glories and pastimes of the Lord are the same. The only difference is that hearing and fixing the mind on the pastimes of the Lord is easier than visualizing the form of the Lord within one's heart, because as soon as one begins to think of the Lord, especially in this age, the mind becomes disturbed. And due to so much agitation, the process of seeing the Lord within the mind is interrupted. When there is sound vibrated praising the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, however, one is forced to hear. That hearing process enters into the mind and the practice of yoga is automatically performed. For example, even a child can hear and derive the benefits of meditating on the pastimes of the Lord simply by listening to a reading from Bhagavatam that describes the Lord as he is going to the pasturing ground within the cows with his cows and friends. Hearing includes applying the mind. In this age of Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya has recommended that one should always engage in chanting and hearing Bhagavad Gita. The Lord also says that the Mahatmas or the great souls always engaged in the process of chanting the glories of the Lord, and just by hearing others derive the same benefit. Yoga necessitates meditation on the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, whether he is standing, moving, lying down, etc. Haribol Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Okay. Who is the last fortunate soul going to finish off this shloka 20th? Anybody's I asked doing DT worship. Meenakshi Mati, you already read, no?
No, Prabhuji, I haven't read.
You are not
Hare
read. So
Krishna, Prabhu.
what kind of seva you are doing, Mataji? Padma Shri Mataji and Meenakshi Mataji, Dr. Karpahalli.
Regularly, I go to Garland Seva Prabhuji in the temple.
Very good, excellent. You are the best person to read this. So I would request Meenakshi Mataji to read the shloka, Dr. Karpahalli to read the translation, and one more Mataji raised her hand, Padma Shri Mataji to read the purport, please.
Thank you, Prabhuji. तस्मिल्लब्धपदं चित्तं सर्वावयवसंस्थितं विलक्षयकत्र संयुज्याद् अङ्गे भगवतो मुनिः.
Dr. Karpahalli Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Translation, Dr. Karpahalli Mataji. Padma Shri Mataji, you can read, later read purport.
Translation.
Your voice is breaking, so better somebody, Padma Shri Mataji, you can read.
Now, Prabhuji, now it is okay. In
Yeah.
fixing his mind, I read it from this. In fixing his mind on the external form of the Lord, the yogi should not take a collective view of all his limbs, but should fix the mind on each individual limb of the Lord. The word Muni is
who is reading? Sorry,
very
Mataji. Who is
significant.
reading? Mataji, is it Padma Shri Mataji?
No, I'll start
Anita
Prabhuji, purport.
Anita Mataji, what seva you do, Mataji? There is anything specifically you raised your hand?
No, Prabhu, just for reading only.
Okay. Let Padma Shri read, then I will ask other opportunity I'll give.
Hare Krishna, purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada. The word Muni is very significant.
Muni means one who is very expert in mental speculation or in thinking, feeling, and willing. He is not mentioned here as a devotee or yogi. Those who try to meditate on the form of the Lord are called munis or less intelligent, whereas those who render actual service to the Lord are called bhakti yogis. The thought process described below is for the education of the Muni. In order to convince the yogi that the absolute truth or supreme personality of Godhead is never impersonal at any time, the following verses prescribe observing the Lord in his personal form, limb after limb. To think of the Lord as a whole may sometimes be impersonal. Therefore, it is recommended here that one should think of his lotus feet, then his ankles, then the thighs, then the waist, then the chest, then the neck, then the face, and so on. One should begin from the lotus feet and gradually rise to the upper limbs of the transcendental body of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देकं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं च जीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिशे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत् नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमदे जयपदाय पदाय नित्यकृपपदाय गौरगदामोदय नगर Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you once again for today's program. I know we are already 20 minutes past, but it is very important to read Srila Prabhupada purports, translation. He has done so much hard labor. What is the point if we don't read Srila Prabhupada books? So that's the reason I make sure that important points are covered. All of you read it. Today I have chosen a topic. I hope my PPT is visible.
Yes,
Yes, it
Prabhu.
is.
Prabhu.
Fixing the mind on each individual limb of the Lord. We see in the last shloka of Srila Prabhupada purport. Because give you a context, last time I halfway through talked about Sankhya philosophy. I could not able to complete it. What is Sankhya philosophy? In short, we discussed that Sankhya philosophy is one thing is about the element. Second thing is apart from element, material element, are there anything is spiritual? Third aspect is, okay, if there is a spiritual thing, who is the creator of both? So Lord Kapila is concluding here, the ultimate purpose of Sankhya philosophy to know the material element is to do Bhakti Yoga. What is the Bhakti Yoga? Srila Prabhupada is explaining is that the word Darshanayatmam, the Lord is beautiful. Devotees doesn't want to see anything. Beautiful form of the Lord. They want to devotile. That is the topmost perfection of yoga, Prabhupada is telling. Meditating on the form of the Lord is the perfection of yoga. In this sloka number 17, the Lord is so beautiful. Lord is so beautiful. So, if I may, okay. So that, people are, it's always everlasting, ever beautiful. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Nava Yavanam Cha So Brahma Samhita talks about it, is eternally beautiful, ever fresh. So people needs to meditate. Again, Prabhupada's talking about meditation and the personal form of the Lord. And here one more additional thing Prabhupada's topic, not only devotee, Lord, you can meditate on the devotees as well. Supreme Personality of Godhead as well. Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Yat Pashyanti Shurya. So this form of Krishna is very beautiful, always visible, sages, saintly person. So that's Shloka Prabhupada quoting. And who can tell the 8 elements of the Lord can be made out of material elements again. So somebody might question, Prabhuji, Lord is Satchidananda Vigraha. How can you make out of material elements? Is it not material? Lord is not material. Lord is Satchidananda Vigraha, right? How can you make made of stone, metal, and say this is Lord and worship? You're worshipping the metal, right? At the same stone, you put in a marble floor and you stand on it, you stamp on it. And the same wood, you put it as a window, door, you bang it, tang. At the same wood, you make Lord Jagannath and say, this is Lord Jagannath, and let's have Rath Yatra. So how do we understand that?
Hare
Anybody?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Uh,
When we worship the Lord in the form of metal or wood, we invoke the Lord in that Vigraha, na Prabhuji, but by doing Prana Pratishtha, etc. So then it gains importance. So it's different from the usual wood or metal which we use for other purposes.
Okay. At home, do you have any kids, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Do you buy some t-shirts, Krishna conscious t-shirt for your kids?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So is that the same Lord as the deities in the temple? The printed t-shirt you have generally printed, right? Krishna's
Yes.
form or something like that. How does that different from the temple deities? We don't
The
invite for
deities,
t-shirt, you don't install, right? We don't invite and install. We just wear
Yes.
it, wash it, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
But is that not a Lord?
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Prabhu,
Prabhu,
the
it is also
deities
Lord
have
present.
the deities
So
have
is it
form.
a requirement is to install the Lord, then only the wood becomes deities?
Prabhuji, it has form. The deities
Okay.
have a form.
So is it the same or different? How does it different from a t-shirt, Krishna's picture than the deities in the temple?
The deities have a form like hands, legs.
Okay, t-shirt doesn't have a form, is it?
Yeah, it is just a print.
Okay. So what is the
Hare
difference?
Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Prabhupada said deities are the authorized for, like, for example, everything is paper, but 100 rupee note, the currency is paper, but it is authorized by RBI. So that is different. So deities are like their authorized form for our benefit, for our so that they can accept devotional service. So for our benefit, Lord kindly comes in the form of a deity. Other forms like in t-shirts, wherever we see, suppose in a paper, in newspaper, or in anywhere, if we see the forms also, that certainly it's a form of the Lord. We have to respect.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna Prabhu, how are you?
Prabhuji,
Yes, Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Bhava. So what we have already imprinted in our minds and hearts, as and when we see the picture or in anything else, we will see that that is the Supreme Lord. That is the Bhava stage.
Okay. What's your conclusion?
So everything is Ishvaraha, Paramaha, Krishna, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So everything is created by Supreme Lord only. That we will see as that everything is Supreme Lord's, are influences by Supreme Lord only.
Okay. Prabhupada talked about here eight things out of which you can the deities can be made. What are those?
Metal, wood,
Marble,
Sand, clay,
Marble, stone, all same.
clay,
Paint,
Okay, what
mind,
else?
jewels.
So even a painting, right? A t-shirt, it's the same. It is a Lord. Prabhupada says this, the forms may be made out of sand, clay, wood, stone, or mind. Even your mind, you can. There are Brahmana who was offered the keys in the mind, and he touched it, he burnt his finger. You can made out of jewels, metals, painted colors, right? It's the same value. I'm not telling, it's a Prabhupada words, but the forms are of the same value. Does anyone have any query on this statement?
So, Prabhu, what you're telling is whatever the Krishna form on the T-shirt
I'm
and the
not
DT,
telling.
they're
What are
exactly
Prabhupada?
same.
I'm not telling. Prabhupada is telling. This Prabhupada words. But
So
all the
they both
forms are
are
the
exactly
same
same.
value, right? I'm highlighting it here.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. I feel that they whatever means like the deity and also the form of the Lord, whether it is in T-shirt or wherever it is, we have to respect all equally. So because at the end it is the form of the Lord, right? So and that's why it is told that even the bead bags we have to keep it plain, not with the deity picture. Because when we do the chanting with the bead bag, our hands will move here and there, so it will go even beneath our neck or knee also. So that's why it is recommended not to use the bead bag with the picture of the deities. That's what I have heard somewhere.
Okay, this is another topic. If I talk about it, and today whatever I want to talk, I will not be able to talk. It's already 10. So this is another topic for homework. You discuss among yourself. You write a white paper or discuss and come to a conclusion on your own. Because it's such a huge topic. If I talk about it, the shloka which I want to discuss today, 20. This also I will not be able to make justice, but I'll still try to make it. Now, the objective of this entire shloka, the last shloka especially, is that Prabhupada is telling, don't collectively look at Krishna, because sometimes you might think as imagine as a formless, you might think a jyoti or something, but you should fix mind on the individual limb of the Lord. Ankles, the thighs, the waist, then the chest, then the neck and the face, and so on. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Very, very important. Listen to me. This is very, very important topic. Most of the time we don't know. When we look at the forms of deity, when we go to the temple, we just have a look at the deities and come back. But we wouldn't notice the details of what and all is wearing, which color is wearing, what jewelry is wearing, and things like that. And in spiritual world, everything is a personality. Even his Kundala is a personality. His sword is a personality. Shankhu, Chakra, Gada, Padma, they all incarnate as a different acharyas in Kali Yuga and they spread the glories. These are personalities. Even Krishna wears garland, that has a name. Krishna wears a armlet, it has a name. Krishna wears a bracelet, it has a name. Krishna wears a ring, it has a name. Krishna wears jewelry, it has a name. Krishna wears makut, it has a name, right? So everything, either by more deeply involved in learning all these things, what will happen? This will enable us to meditate on the form of the Lord. Otherwise, we will not have interest to see anything. Okay, we'll just go close our eyes. Instead of looking at the beautiful form of the Lord, we close our eyes, then put 1 rupee coin and come back. So that's not the way we should take the darshan of the Lord. You should behold the beauty and, like Prabhupada says, from ankle to thigh to waist to chest to then neck to face one. Prabhu, how do we meditate practically? That's what I'm going to talk about today. So are you all ready?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Okay. So let us read something from Srila Prabhupada. Since because of time, I'm not dwelling into many of things, but one important shloka which I like to highlight is 10:44:14. The context is that Krishna is going to Mathura. The Mathura Matajis or Madhura women, they are looking at Krishna, they're pitying, oh, this is such a small boy. Kamsa is trying to kill, but they are glorifying. Oh, look at these gopis. They're drinking the nectar of Krishna's beauty. They don't bother any demons comes or anybody comes, they don't fear it. But the same Mathuravasis, they're feeling pity. How we are not able to get the same loving exchange or the feeling of the gopis. So they're glorifying the gopis. And also they give us 6 qualities of Krishna's beauty. Krishna's beauty, if you want to tell what are the qualities of that, 6 qualities. It's a wonderful shloka. Gopyasya tapakim acharan yat amushya rupam lavanya saram asamurdvam ananya siddham dirbi pibanti anusva bivanam durapam eka ye ekanta dama yashasya shreya aishwarya. The meaning of this is what austerities must the gopis have performed? Gopyas tapakim acharyan. What did the tapasya they did do? For what? With their eyes, they always drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's form. Amushya Rupam, Krishna's Rupam. They always drink the nectar of Krishna's Rupam. Number one qualities. They're listing down 6 qualities of that. Number one, Lavanya Saram. Lavanya Saram is the essence of all loveliness. Krishna is so beautiful. Essence of all, something you want to love. This is the essence of Krishna. Is so such a beautiful darling to everyone. They just love him. Also, you can refer Shloka 1:11-26. The second aspect of is that they're talking about asamurdvam. Sama means equal. Asa means not equal. There is no one equal or unsuppressed. There is no one above or equal to Krishna's beauty. Asamurtva. Third, they're talking about Ananya Siddham. Krishna doesn't get source. Where is the source? If somebody says, what is the source? If generally the parents are beauty, of course, the kids also will be naturally beauty. So you can say one is that causes, immediate causes the parents is so beautiful. That's why they are. But Krishna is not born. So where did he get the beauty from? There is no source for Krishna's beauty. Ananya Siddham. There is no source for is himself getting that. So, Lavanya Saram Asamurdvam Ananya Siddham. So, now the 3 aspects they talked about it. What is the 4th aspect? Drigbi Pibanti Anusva Bivenam. They're talking about what is that? Ever fresh. Krishna's beauty, it is not like let's say like somebody want to seeing a film actress or something or actor or something. You might look for 20 years, 30 years, after 40, 50 years, you may not be interested because it goes temporary beauty. But Krishna's beauty is if you see it, the Radharani beauty increases. Seeing Radharani's beauty, Krishna's beauty increases. Krishna seeing Krishna's beauty, Radharani. It's ever increasing, fresh. It's increase, there is no decrease. You never satiated. The Dwarkas, they always see the deities, the Krishnas, and they never satiated. One thing is that every time we go to temple, but we never satiated seeing Krishna's form. But there are many posters which we see after some time, you might be satiated. That's the 4th aspect. Durapam, the 5th aspect is difficult to obtain. It's not that very easily accessible, Krishna's beauty. Only through bhakti only you can see. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanenena. So the 6th aspect, Ekanta Dhamma. This is the only Dhamma. Dhamma means spiritual abode. What is that? Yashya Shreya Aishwarya. This is the abode of all the beauty, fame, opulence, renunciation, the 6 opulence, Bhagavan. This is the place. So this is the realization of those Mathuravasis. We are glorifying the beauty of Krishna. So when you want to define Krishna's beauty, these 6 characteristics. Asamurdham, even Vishnu is not equal. Even Vishnu wants to go and see. Shiva, Brahma, everybody wants to drink the beauty of Lord Krishna, even Vishnu including. So that is the beauty of Krishna. Oh, how Gopyas tapakim acharyan. These gopis are so beautiful, isn't it? They are glorifying like that. Okay. So again, homework, if you want to read it, Krishna's beauty. One shloka we will read. Rest of things I mentioned 4, 8, 48, 10, 66, 12, 14, 11, 4, 36, 42. These are all homework because it's too difficult to condense everything in one session. So this is a wonderful shloka which Prabhupada gives in his purport about defining Krishna's beauty. Varahapidam natavarabapu karnayo karnikaram Vibirhat vasata kanaka kapisam vaichayanti chamalam Randran Venuradhara Sudayo Purnayor Gopa Vrindair Vrindaranyam Savapadaраmanam Pravishata Kita Kirti. So Prabhupada, in the translation, Prabhupada writes, Krishna's wears peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue karnika flowers on his ears, a yellow garment brilliant as a gold. Does anyone know what is the garment name? Krishna's dhoti's name?
Pitambari.
Pitambari.
No. Pitambari is the color. You will come to know shortly. Vaijayanti garland. And Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as a greatest of dancer as he entered the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with marks of his footprints. He filled his holes of flute. Does anyone know what is the name of the flute?
Venu, Murali, Vamsi.
Are they same?
No, it's
Lengthen,
because
Prabhuji.
the length of the
Difference
flute. Length of the flute.
Yes.
lengthen holes.
So all those things we are going to see today, right? Quickly, some of them I will skip. So anybody wants to read, you can choose randomly any one or two shloka, then we'll go to the next, not shloka, purport. Anybody who volunteer to read, you can choose anything in the paragraph. One shloka is purport. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams. Shuddha Labh.
No, you don't
Prabhu,
read the only translation. We
Okay,
don't
okay,
have
Prabhu.
time.
Sri Krishna is as attractive as nectar and full of sweetness. He is as soft as anjana applied around one's eyes. His bodily complexion is lustrous like the Indranila jewel, sapphire, or blackish blue, chamala like the blue lotus.
Next one, Mataji. You read it.
Okay.
Shanti
Or
Ramachandran.
Sri,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Or Sri Krishna is beautiful like a newly grown thamala tree whose bark is dark blue and as entrancing as a group of monsoon clouds. His bodily complexion is even more radiant than the luster of a marakatha jewel.
Mataji,
Emerald.
7. You read the 7.
Marakatha. Yeah. His beauty
Read the
is
7.
Prabhu.
Yeah, read the 7th one as well.
7th one.
Hmm.
Okay. Sri Krishna's attractive ears are decorated with jewel-studded earrings, the radiance of his cheeks and enhanced with the luster of those various kinds of jewels.
So this jewel also has a name. Earring is a name. Bracelet is having. Is amulet is having name. Like that, you can keep on glorifying uh, Krishna's glories. So there can somebody again volunteer to read one or two shlokas from here. There are a lot of items Krishna's uses, probably 3 or 4. Can quickly somebody read text number 123? Translation alone, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji, may I?
Yeah, please, Prabhu.
The wonderful mantra that Sri Krishna chants in order to achieve his desired goal is the name of his beloved Srimati Radha.
Previous one also, Prabhu.
Sri Krishna's Murali's name, Sarala, and creates sweet sounds like that of the Kokila bird. Sri Krishna's favorite ragas are Gaudi and Gujarati, Garjari.
Previous one as well, Prabhu.
The Vamshi makes the Krishna's heart excessively glad by catching the fish of Sri Radha's mind by its hook. It is therefore also known as Mahananda. Krishna's Venu has 6 holes and is widely known by the name Madana Jankri.
Thank you, Prabhu. So when we meditate on the form of the Lord, Venum Kanavantam Aravinda Talaya Daksham, we sing that every day, the Darshanarthi, Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, right? So Govinda's different kinds of flute Krishna uses for different purposes. One is that Venu. This is taken from Nectar of Devotion, chapter 26. 6 inches, 6 holes. It has the smallest one. This is the most smallest one he uses to call gopis, the Venu. When he takes Murli, 18 inches, it's hole at the end and 4 holes in the body. That's the biggest one, bigger one. Then it's called Murli. Then when he takes a Vamsi, which is 15 inches and 9 holes, and it's called Vamsi. And this also given a different name, what it is made of. If the flute is made of jewels, it is called Sammohini or Mahananda. This is longer than the Vamshi. So the Vamshi is 15 inch, it is a little longer than the Samohini is little bigger than that. If it is made of gold, then it's called Akarshni. Then it is bigger than the previous one, Mahananda. Still longer than Akarshni is that Vamshuli, which is attracts gopas. For gopas, he'll use different flute. For cows, he uses different flute. For Radharani, he uses different flute. And There are also notes, ragas, different ragas you use for different people that only particular animal, particular person can hear. If he's calling the gopis, why not other people did not come through? Is did not they hear? They can't hear. Only the gopis can hear when Krishna's played flute and they all keep running for the rasa dance. So similarly, when he plays the cows and things like the different ragas, he would invite different people. And Bhuvana Mogini, another type of Vamshi. So like that, the based on the made of or the inches, sizes, it is a different. It is not just float. Okay, Krishna is holding float. It's not just that. We go a little more detail into details. Okay, oh, it is Venu, it's Murli, oh, it's Vamshi, oh, it is Akashni. There is one devotee named Akashni. So then you remember, oh, this is the name Krishna's flute. Akashni, it's made of gold. Samogni, it's made of jewels, like that. And Mahananda, it's like we read it now. Fish hook like a captures the Radharani's heart. Um, so Sarala is like a cuckoo sound. If you want Krishna make a cuckoo sound, and if he uses this flute, then it's made a second cuckoo sound. And there are 8 notes. Krishna plays different notes. At the 5th note, generally, it is for the gopis to call them. So it makes them to keep running. When Krishna takes a particular flute and plays for gopis and 5th note, they keep running like that. When he plays the 4th tune, 4th note, then cows running. In the Ther Kadamba, Krishna has the 108 group of cows. He also has Mala, 108. Then he would call this 4 color cows into 4 groups. Then you has a special group, another special group, eight of them. So all those cows you would call in person. You will call the group leader, all the cows comes. In case in that group, one cow is missing, then Krishna would call particular cow's name. All 990, all these 9 lakh cows had a specific name. Some of them will wander here and there, even after calling the group name. Then Krishna would specifically call in the flute the name of the cow which is wandering. He called, let's say, black color of the cows. All the black color cows will come. And still there is one cow, calf did not come, he would call by the name and they would come. So Krishna knows all the names of the cows. So like that, there are many details we can go. If anybody is interested, they can read 34, I think Krishna book, 34 or 35, I don't remember. So that's the beauty of Krishna. So now the important aspect of it when we meditate on Krishna's form, right? Yeah, can somebody read this part of it? The names and the meaning of the names of the Krishna's
Hare
ornament.
Krishna, Prabhu, can I?
Yeah, Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Ratnapara Kran.
Mataji, you read from the bottom because Krishna Prabhupada told to meditate from the lotus feet to thigh
Very
to
good.
navel.
Very
Read it
good.
from the bottom.
Hamsa Ganjana, 2 anklets.
The anklets, so the anklet, Krishna's what wearing, it is called. This is the name. Okay. Now Krishna wears a long garland. Okay. That's called Vaijayanti Mala. We all know that. And it's made of different colors, 5 colors, and it's made of leaves and things like that, and needs to be colorful from whatever available in the Kunja or forest. And it will be a long garland. You would have seen Krishna sometime, always he wears a long garland. Why not short garland? This is the reason because he's always loved to wear this Vaijayanti Mala, which has been long enough till touches his feet. Next one.
Kala Jhankara, string of small bell.
So in the anklet, there are small bells are there. There's a string of small bell. I don't know what he uses for, but yes, sometimes in the hip, sometimes I don't know where he keeps. Yeah.
Nigama Shobhana, yellow garments.
So the name of the yellow garment is called Nigama Shobhana.
Ratnamukhi, signet ring.
This is the ring which Krishna wears in his hand.
Shobhana, 2 bracelets.
So this is the name of the bracelet name. So one time His Holiness Jayapatka Maharaj was there. My wife name is Shobha. After she got initiated, her name was changed to Shobhana Radhika. So first time we are meeting before initiation, and Maharaj was talking on Japa retreat, and suddenly he came to us and he said, "What's your name?" Yeah, he asked my wife. Wife said, "Shobha. Do you know the meaning of Shobha?" And she was also telling something like that. And immediately Guru Maharaj told it is the name of Radharani, one of the name of Radharani. And Shobhana means the two bracelet. And also Shobha means this is one of the servant maid of Krishna. And Shobhana also means that one servant maid exclusively she does the seva of holding a lantern. That is the seva of that particular gopi. So there is a like how Puri Rathayatra, one family does the Rathayatra, one family cooks, one family does particular service. Similarly, Krishna has a lot of types of different sevakas, brahmanas, family members, and one type of one they do only the particular service and they hold the lamp. That's another meaning of Shobha. Shobha means another name of the servant maid of Krishna's as well. It meaning, and also it's Radharani's name. So it's also the two bracelets what Krishna is wearing. It's called Shobhana. Okay, next one.
Rangada, two amulets studded with 9 jewels.
So this amulet is studded with 9 jewels. It's ruby, pearl, coal, emerald, topaz, diamond, blue sapphire, Vaiduria. So all this made of that, and Krishna wears it for protection. Her mother puts this for protection of Krishna. Amulet. Yes.
Kaustuba, Krishna's jewel. Shrimad Bhagavatam 12.11.10,
Yeah, this has been
3.28.
given by Kalyapatinis when Krishna danced on the jewel from the snake. Kaustuba was given, so Krishna always wears in his chest.
Ragavalli, Gunja necklace.
Go ahead.
Hridaya Modana, locket, picture of Srimati Radharani.
How many of you seen this in Mayapur when the deities sometimes they dress, there will be one locket where Radharani will Krishna as Madhav's photo and Madhav will Radharani's photo. How many of you seen that?
We have seen, Prabhu.
Yes, it's not just some people are just dressing like that. That's how Hridaya Modana. So that's how Krishna wears locket. Some of the lockets. Sometimes he'll wear, sometimes he'll not wear, but he has a locket which is having Srimati Radharani's name. Yes, these are all authentic. They read the shastras accordingly. They try to dress. So the dressing of the deities, how long the garland should be, what flute he has to play, what color he needs to wear, what bracelet he has to wear, what amulet he has to wear, how it should be made of. All those description are here. When you look at the deities' pictures, when we look at the deities' photos or the real vigraha, this is how the meditation happens. So this is the perfection of bhakti yoga. Knowing the material element, finally you need to know who is the source, and the source, that's how you have to meditate. That's the purport of today's class. Okay, go on.
Tadit Prabha, jewel necklace. Taravali, pearl necklace. Rati Rangadhi Daivata, shark-shaped earrings.
Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Yes.
Drishti Mohana Tilaka.
Tilaka name is also there. How many of you know this Tilaka? Drishti Mohana is the name. Okay.
Navratna Vidamba, peacock feather crown. Chamaradam Damari, crest jewel in crown. Ratnapara crown. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
So this is the form of Lord when you look at it. So Prabhupada is not only telling not only external beauty, also the pastimes of the Lord is so wonderful. Similarly, Srimati Radharani has. How many of you want to see Radharani's read it today? What's the time now? I'm running out of time. 10:25. Okay. How many of you want to read about Radharani?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Vasudha
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Vasudha Mataji, from bottom to top. Quickly read it.
Ratna Gopura, her ankle bells, the story of Krishna milking. Chatakarava anklets, tinkling resemble the warbling of Chataka birds. Megha Ambara, upper garment, red like a ruby, lower color of a blue cloud.
Radharani wears red color top and she loved to wear blue color bottom. That's a favorite color.
Swastida, jeweled comb. Narmada, golden stick for applying mascara. Sudha,
Sudharpaharana, jeweled mirror, Kanchana Chitrangi, Harshas, Sash, Vipaksha Mardini, Signet ring, Manikarvora, bracelets, Pushpavan, jewel around her neck, Syamantaka, Sankachuda Siromani, Madana, locket, picture of Sri Krishna, Hari Mohana, jeweled necklace, Prabhakari, pearl decorating her nose, Rochana, jeweled earrings, Smara Yantra, Radharani's Tilaka. Hare Krishna.
Okay, by the way, does anyone know, does Radharani wear tilak? How many of you
No,
see
Prabhu.
Radharani's tilak?
No.
No,
Very
Prabhu.
good.
No idea.
Radharani will not
No,
wear
Prabhu.
tilak, Prabhu.
No tilak for Radharani.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
Prabhu.
she is
But
the
here it is
epitome
mentioned,
of
no.
all other incarnations,
But
right?
here it is
So,
mentioned, no.
yeah, that's what I'm also wondering, Prabhu.
In the picture, Prabhu, she's just wearing a red tilak, just a dot.
Kumkum, I think.
Maybe it's a kumkum, yeah.
Okay, why doesn't she wear tilak?
No
Because
idea,
she is the
Prabhu.
epitome of all other incarnations, Prabhu, and she is.
She's the internal potency
Yeah,
of
that's
Lord.
why. Yeah.
Okay, so what? That doesn't mean you should not put tilak.
Don't know, Prabhu.
Krishna Balram puts tilak, Krishna puts our tilak. Why
So,
not you?
tilak is the meaning of the
Gauranitai puts
Lord's
tilak.
lotus feet along with Tulsi, right? So,
Then why does Krishna put his own lotus feet on his head?
That's the mystery, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, actually, yeah, that's not
Prabhuji,
that you have to
Krishna
explain, Prabhu.
wearing the tilak is something
Tulsi,
different,
okay, we
Prabhuji.
can
It's not
say.
his own feet, Prabhuji. It is something. It's Radha, I think. Radha Rani and
Okay, what else?
Prabhu, because of her complexion, it is not seen or what?
Okay, what
She
else?
puts tilak and because of her complexion.
Okay, so I will tell you a story. This also homework number 2. Why doesn't Shri Radharani wears tilak? That's a homework, because if I talk about it, I will lose the time. I will not able to tell you the story. I want to end with the story so that you can hear the story. This is a homework. Still you don't get the answer, next week come back and answer to. And if you want to hear my answer, then you have to come back next week. Okay, or next time whenever Krishna permits. Now the story is that Radharani's ankle bells. It's so mesmerizing that Krishna is captured like anything. One time, I think it's Rasa Purnima or something. So there was a challenge given to Krishna. Krishna, you always, you don't be mesmerized by anyone, but there is one personality for which you get always captured. Balram was teasing him like that. It was Radharani, so he was teasing like that. Krishna said, no, 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 Dauji, what do you think? Agam sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate idi matva bhadsindam buddha bhava samanvita. I only created, I am bija pratapita, I give the seed to giving father. There's no one else beyond me. I'm asamurdvam. You tell me all the adjective, I'm there, How can you say that I'm, been captured by another personality? He said, Balram, no, 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 you are always like that. Krishna was arguing, no, you can prove me wrong. Then he said, okay, challenge. Okay, said, no challenge, no problem, challenge. What is that challenge? Krishna, you have to simply milk the cows. Krishna said, what, laughing, what nonsense is? I can every day milking cow. No problem, but you have to milk the cow when this personality passes by. If you are able to control yourself, then we will accept you are the supreme, otherwise we will not accept you. So Krishna was said, what is the big deal? It's Radharani. They are all agreed that Radharani would pass by a certain time in the evening, and Krishna has to simply milk the cow. If he milks the cow perfectly, then he's won the game. So Krishna said, no problem, I will do that. And everybody next day, their time was fixed, and the evening Radharani was coming, and Krishna's morning itself started preparing. Radharani, when I should not get disturbed by Radharani. Radharani, I should not hear Radharani's name. I should not look at her. I should close my eyes, because whenever Krishna sees Radharani, he can't control himself. It is very difficult for him. We have also seen Rasa dance when Krishna is standing as a Vishnu form. As soon as Radharani comes, the two hands goes inside. So Krishna cannot manage, and he sees Radharani, he just melts, and that's very difficult for him. He knows the challenge, and he can be defeated. So Krishna knows that, and he was mentally preparing in the morning itself. I should not look at, I should not see her Radharani. I should milk the cow perfectly and things like that. So Krishna was given a place 5 o'clock in the evening, and Radharani and her friends started passing by, in the evening. So Krishna started, first thing hearing was tinkling sound of the spell Radharani, which is Chatakarva, Karava. So this is so much ankle bells, it's so much Ratana Gopura. It's so much attractive that Radharani's ankle bell, it can make his Krishna's heart break. And he said how much our trying close his eyes not to look at Radharani, and but he heard this tinkling sound, and he just got attracted, and Krishna could not able to manage, and he closed his eyes and he said, no, no, Radharani, no, Radharani. Then he started milking, and Radharani passed by, and he opened his eyes. Then to another to show his friends and Balram, see, I am how I'm control. I milked the cow. But he was opened his eyes as soon as he saw the boys were rolling on the ground. Balram is laughing. They were all having fun. They were not able to control their laugh. They're rolling on the ground and things like that. Krishna said, "What happened? I milked the cow. Why are you laughing like crazy?" He said. They all laughed. Then said, "Krishna, you didn't milk the cow. You milked the bull." So Krishna cannot control in front of Radharani. This anklet bell, a little tinkling bell of Krishna's heart goes crazy, and he is not even able to milk the cow, which has been regularly doing it. So that's how attractive is Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. So when we look at each part of it, when you look at the Krishna's Kavacha Kundala, then we can remember about the Lasat Kundalam Gokale Brajamanam, how the shape sharing earring is swinging to and fro. Every ornament, when you look at it, you can relate to some pastimes of the Lord, deities. When you look at, take the darshan next time, okay, oh, this is the name of amulet, this is the bracelet, oh, this is the Kaustuba, oh, this is the Vaijayanti Mala, oh, this is the flute Krishna is wearing, there are different names. Then you meditate. Then that's a real meditation. That's the purport of Srila Prabhupada. With this, I would stop here. Now you can, time permits, we can see the questions. It's already 3 minutes past the time. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol Prabhu. Very transcendental class today, Prabhu, because yes, thank you so much for telling us so much about Srimati Radharani and Krishna. And definitely from next time when we'll go and have darshan, not all the things, but yes, definitely we will also able to concentrate, we will able to focus. Hari Bol. Any questions?
This is what meditating limb by limb. Unless you know the limb, what are the
Yeah.
limbs, you can't meditate. So that's
Yes.
Prabhupada purport. It's too much to do it justice in the short time. That's why always 5 slokas, I'll always overwhelm what to touch, what not to touch. That's why I give homework. Homework means that's important. So I talked about one homework is there are 8 types of materials you can make TTs, especially the printed T-shirt is all the same, because Prabhupada says the statement is the same. So you need to give me practical understanding of what it is. The second aspect is, why does not Radharani wear tilak? If she wears or not, first, if she does not wear, why she doesn't wear? Please try to work on this homework and come back with me answer next time. Okay?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Mataji, first I will talk with you, Mataji, then with Prabhu.
First you talk with
no,
Prabhu.
No, Mataji, I will talk with you. Mataji, thing is, don't give Bhagavatam lecture to this Prabhuji. Let Prabhuji explain in other means. So in other forums, everything we must know. Yes, because he has got a treasury in his heart. So it is to be wide, it is to be open. So by opening only we can able to hear. So you please had a talk with Ashish Prabhu, and instead of giving this Bhagavad, let him speak anything he speaks only on Bhagavatam only. I do agree. So thing is, the unknown things we can able to hear. By giving this task to complete 4 slokas, 3 slokas, it is not possible for him to also enlighten us. So better, this is my request, Prabhu Mataji. You allot a one day for this, any one day. Let the Bhagavatam may kept it is let him end in another year. No, nothing problem. We were here till last meeting. We were here we were ready to hear all these things. So this is my request, Mataji. So then,
Accepted, Prabhu. But I would say that this is the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes.
That Prabhu is getting all these treasures for us.
Yes,
So
Mataji.
again, credit goes to Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhu,
Yes.
and
Thank you
all
for
the gurus.
reminding. So my heart today class is only for me. Why I spoke though so much is that please everyone, please one of the Srimad Bhagavatams that you might distribute. This Patrapurima is coming. So much treasure is there. Don't be kripana. Don't think about I don't have money, I can't sell, I don't know. All those things are secondary. If you're reading it, Srila Prabhupada books regularly, you will not be controlled. You will be distributing books because you know the value of these books. And Srimad Bhagavatam today class, this only one for this one I've taken the class is that all of you want to motivate you to read Srila Prabhupada books. One. Second thing, please do distribute Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhadra Purnima is coming. We have already started marathon in our temple. So it doesn't matter any assistance required on the Lakshmi, any assistance required on things, don't think all those things we will help you out. But please contact Ashish Prabhu or Mataji. But every one of you make an attempt at least. Prabhu, I will make an attempt to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam because you're not doing justice to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada has put so much. Even one shloka to read it, it's mind-boggling for me. I need one day to complete it. And he's written 18,000 volumes and we are not doing justice. What is the Kritanya? What is that? What do you say? Kritanya means in English, the great what is it?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. It's a gratitude is distributing this book. Prabhupada is to be so pleased. One thing is you have to read because you're distributing it. Second thing is if you read automatically you'll distribute. These two things needs to happen. If it is not happening, there is something wrong. So please, it is my humble request that everyone try to in this month, Ashara, especially there are a lot of people, pious people go to different places, holy places. Just you talk about the glories of Bhagavatam. If they're taking or not, doesn't matter. At least I've attempted 10 people, I spoken Prabhu. They did not take it, doesn't matter. Krishna sees your effort. Please make an effort. Bhagavatam will go because they have already decided they're wanting to go to many places. Because this is another form of Krishna who has come in this Kali Yuga. One is Satya Vigraha, which we are seeing now. Everybody cannot go and do it. Everybody cannot dress it. Everybody cannot go to the temple and see the form. But Bhagavatam is a book you can pick it up anytime. There is no restriction. Morning, evening, anytime you can pick up and read. Holy name, this is another form Krishna has come. So these are two merciful forms, holy name as well as book Bhagavatam. Please, there's nothing else in our life important than Bhagavatam. There's nothing else. Please distribute it. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji, one minute. When you distribute this Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, you have to give the full set, no, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Okay.
Why you want to give only Krishna's hand? Why you want to give only Krishna's leg?
Prabhuji.
First canto is only 1 feet. Yeah, 1 feet itself sufficient for people to go back to Godhead because Krishna is not different from his form. But let's give the entire sweet Rasagulla. Why you want to give half? We give the entire Rasagulla.
No, Prabhuji, just want to ask.
I can just tell you,
Thank
Prabhu
you,
is not
Prabhuji.
just saying that. It's like Prabhu is distributing Srimad Bhagavatam and Srila Prabhupada's books since long time. And it's not about Bhadra Purnima only. Prabhu is, around the year, Prabhu is into this seva. So, yeah, Vasudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji, Dandvat Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, just it's not a doubt, nothing Prabhuji. Past these chapters we are going presently, Sankhya philosophy, last few chapters, Ashtanga Yoga we are discussing. And there is a meditation. So many things are going on. Even in the house, I was little bit, it is again coming to meditation, how to meditate, everything. Really, you have taken us today
Now
in
you know
another
too much to
level.
meditate. Now too much to meditate.
No, Prabhu, you have put us our chanting level. You have raised up in a simple way, Prabhu. It is not that that channel you have shown us. No words to describe today, Prabhu. Really very beautiful class. Thank you so much and Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Very nice class, Prabhu.
All
Hare
glories to
Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada, all glories to my Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Yes,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, your classes are always very, very deep, Prabhuji. Very deep. Thank you so much. Very interesting too.
Please keep me
Thank you,
blessed.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Come again. Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
Krishnamurti
so
Prabhu.
I will, and Samparka, I will get to your contact, Prabhuji, regarding the distribution of Bhagavatam.
Yeah, you can also contact Ashish Prabhu or me, no problem.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, I am grateful to you. Namge innenu ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ we have no voice to talk. So, thing is, what you are going to tell, we have to absorb it and make it habit in our life. That is the only goal. We have to do that. That is my request also. Please come often and often. Please enlighten us to be always in the devotional service. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. We'll end the class, but before that, I request everyone to chant 3 times for Sudha Mataji, Shilpa Mataji's birthday on this in this month, Prashranti Mataji's mother's birthday, and Rishabhanu Mataji's marriage anniversary, which is tomorrow.
Anyone else missed?
Anyone else?
My
Okay.
birthday.
Sharmila Mataji.
Sharmila,
Sorry,
thank you.
sorry, Sharmila Mataji. I think instead of Sudha Mataji, I said Sharmila Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji.
My father-in-law's birthday was there, Mataji. So I need blessings
Hari
of all
bol.
of you, Mataji. For
Hari
them
bol.
to
Hari
take
bol. Hari bol. And my father's birthday is also in July. So Hari bol. Okay.
Krishna Mataji, my brother's birthday, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, fine. Yes. So we will chant
My
for
mother-in-law.
all of them 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu has given us a very good idea of actually chanting in the month, whomsoever's birthday or maybe relative's birthday, we will chant for all of them once in a month. So, Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna,
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila
Hi,
Prabhupada
Gopinath
ki
ji.
jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Ananta Koti
Thank you so
Vaishnava
much, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Shall I end the
Prabhuji.
session, Prabhu?
Thank you. Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm ending the session. Hari Bol.